Okay, you know what? People that think that if you just had a bunch of sterilization, you're, preventing someone from being. Well, you guys don't really understand how I see life, but, because I'm not saying every single life is totally sacred. Single cell life forms play a statistical game. They don't even act like they think everyone's sacred. They play the odds. But, if you're going to say that preventing future birth, is it murder? Well, it's like, in one, if I decide that for myself, fine. But, you know, relative to my parents, you guys are nuts if you're going to keep using this idea that they created life. They didn't create fucking life. Your parents did not solve the mystery of how to create life. They were already living. Your mother had her eggs when she was born. They were living. Now you might say, well, they're just single cell life forms. I can kill those and it's no more than my skin. Yeah, but if you rip off all of your skin, then you have a problem, right? Because single cell life forms play statistical games. You can lose a little, 0.01% of them, but to lose all of them, that's different. And if you were going to sterilize a whole ethnic group of people, you don't think that would be genocide? No, it's not genocide. It's just we don't know what to call it. Some sort of an inconvenience. But they get to live their life out, and we made sure they had lots of joy. So, no, it matters who does it, because that's a continuation of life. I can decide not to continue my life. That's what I believe. I can decide to kill myself, or I can simply decide not to allow any of my reproductive cells to conceive with other reproductive cells. And that is a cessation of life. And when you have a child, the life is a continuation. You did not create life. Wow, I am able to create life from nothing. No, you took living cells and grew them. It's like, I created a tree. How'd you do it? I planted a seed. You know, well, maybe the seed did it. No, it had very little to do with it. It was me. I planted it. That was the creative moment. Well, that's just totally arbitrary. Egg, sperm, both alive. It's a continuation of life. If you stop it, you want to sneak in and say, I'm going to kill you at the point where you're one cell. That won't count. It will count. And you say, well, but then what? You have to have children. Every sperm you have has to become a child. No, I believe in suicide. You don't have to let any of your sperm or eggs become children because you are allowed to cease your own life. Other people are, that's confusing to you. But that doesn't make sense. If you can cease your own life, why couldn't somebody else cease it? Right? I believe I could cease my life. So when those cells are a part of me, yeah, I can make it so that they don't have a chance to continue living. I don't have to give them that chance. Now, once they aren't part of me, I don't think I have that right anymore. They have to decide, right? The problem with kids is that they come out of the womb early. Lots of animals and creatures come out, boom, ready to go. Okay, they don't. So when do they actually, are they done developing? Yeah, it takes a long time. That's no fair. It takes so long for the human childhood. You know, whatever. You know, that's people. Whatever, people are miserable and they should. I believe in making a better world. I'm fucking all about it. And you guys are like, no, it's bad no matter what. You're gonna get on a high horse to me about how, because I won't admit sometimes life sucks. That having any kids, I mean, it's just you're panicked. You're panicky thinking. There's plenty of reasons not to have kids. There's plenty of reasons to wait to have kids. There's plenty of reasons to have yeah, no kids at all, as I said. Fine. Those are personal decisions. You can't come up with some logical thing that says, well, no, I'm not really deciding for someone else because I've chosen this little moment. Listen, life goes back millions of years. When life ends, dead parents don't give birth to babies, right? If life ends, it ends. To have a child, there's a reason you start that while you're alive. Okay, because it starts from living material. You don't just eat some mud and turn it into a baby. Yeah, start with things that were already living, that are able to grow into a full, free, individuable animal. And your little trick of, oh, but if you just don't have them, then you haven't done anything. No, you have ceased life. Now, you might not see it in the one sense because on the social scale, we're like little cells. And you could pretend it didn't matter that you just stopped one of them. But I would hope that it'd be obvious that if you were to do this to a whole group of people, that that would count as genocide, right? No two ways about it. It's not some other kind of aside. It's not just like involuntary birth control. No, genocide. Okay, genocide by involuntary birth control.